You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Broke through the has a hole left, room to run. 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Saints start off well to tie things 7-7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They give it to him again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. The Saints add a fifth defensive back here. Third down coming up. Looking for a throw here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He breaks a tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Saints will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now off play action. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing now on 1st down. That one's cut along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Has the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints break the tie here in the 1st. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now he starts from the 6. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. And they send a man in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Bails out of the pocket quick. They connect on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their early lead to 13. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So that connection for a first. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw it. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 36. Finds his target hole. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hall comes in motion right. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's good for 7 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, it shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise. It used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. The throw is caught. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. It's the Titans with 2nd and 6. Now looking to throw. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Titans tie this game at 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. They go play action on 1st. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. Second and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pass play on 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Hall comes in motion right. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The give here on second. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another try following the sack. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set, 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the... He's got it inside the 25. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DeGrill Peppers with the pick. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. Is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Here's Sly to try the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Lone back gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Looking to the air here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. This one returned for 11 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That finds Burks, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play now. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it. So almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It'll be a punt of 39 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of you put it in the belly of the running back and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back now, pressure on its way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 4th and long. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. He's returning this from his own end zone, everybody. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Handoff now to the receiver. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
So we're through. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Hall there to haul it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing now from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He's going to throw this one into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Throwing from the gun here. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Searches from the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home at that sack. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Offense to the line for second down. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And they stuff the reverse and hand them a big loss on the play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Put some respect on that corner's name. Corners aren't just on that field to cover. They can hit, and they can create tackles for loss, too.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Dropping back to throw. Wow, wide open here. Complete. Well, 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Takes out a one-stop. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give now to the running back. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. They pitch it out to him here. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints nearing their 6th win this season. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Another carry for him. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So it's a win for the Saints. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Bronk, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early.